This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by the DBDC, a legendary celebration.
So, still here, we have Klaus.
Hello.
The Princess of Denmark.
How you doing?
And of course, the King of Canada.
Hey.
Oh, now, tonight, from a first round, we had a very, very exciting amateur Latin competition. So into second place, we had Tal and Ilana, and they finished 2-2-3-1-2. So who's going to take this away?
Tal and Ilana, first of all, they've come out from a quite long injury break. And that must be difficult, like when you're a dancer and the one thing you can't do is dance. It must be really tough. But it seems to me that they spend the time thinking about things. Because in the past I've found them that things were very reliant on this output, almost like aggressive, competitive action in dancing. But I have to say, I think that I see quality developing. It's not 100% yet there, and possibly also because they're coming back from injury. But it seems like that mentally there's a new focus. Mm-hmm. They look more together in partnering. And I very much agree with them winning the Paso. I think it's a great dance for them. I think there they have it. They got that. I just think, if they can stay on this track, I really think things can happen for them. Because again, they have the energy, they have the competitiveness, but somehow almost like maybe, when you can't actually do it physically, that's when you actually start thinking. So it's quite interesting to watch. I have to say they also dance in Blackpool, but I didn't see it as much there. But watching them today in the competition, these thoughts were coming to me as I was watching them.
Okay. Colin?
Certainly, yes. I feel that today, watching them on the floor, there is a certain movement that moves away from the aggressiveness that you say. I still feel in Ilana that there is a little bit of aggressiveness left, a little bit more in facial and upper body. But I think perhaps because of the injury, I don't know, but they are finding ways to dance and in a positive way today. I saw that on the floor, that they were able to put their dancing and movement and character much more together. Paso, I think, is a dance that they excel in. They understand its character, they understand its mood, they understand its mechanics. And I would like to push them a little bit to discover that in the other dances as well.
Okay. Igers?
So first of all, the Tal, I like that boy. He's very energetic and definitely in the final was much better than in semi. They got more control. I see that Ilana had the injury, and I think from one side, I agree with Colin that she was sometimes overplaying emotionally, but we can write it off on that she had an injury and she's getting back. And I think I didn't see them on Blackpool, but I definitely think now it's better than in Blackpool. And I think they will get back. And for me, I think they won the Paso, yeah. For me, definitely they won the Paso. It was the biggest character on the floor, with no doubt about that. As well, I think the Jai was also very good. And they just have to keep practicing, move on, and they're going to be there.
Can I say one thing?
Of
maybe
course.
just as well, maybe like we've been talking before, is the balance of things again. So with Ilana, we feel that we may be pressing her a little bit, but maybe the upper body is pushing, and if it's balanced out a little bit more with the legs and the coordination and the opposition within in the body, maybe that will not be as apparent. But today it was more apparent because there was a little bit lacking in those other areas.
Then I will point to something. I think that all speed, what they maybe Elana can do or tell, it should be on release, because I see sometimes they not winding up and releasing, but something's pushing it. So this will make it quicker and lighter instead of heavier and stronger.
Don't go anywhere, because we're coming right back.
This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by the DBDC, a legendary celebration.